Good morning, everyone. We are live.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, and I am with the amazing, incredible, lovely Yvette.
What a wonderful, wonderful introduction. I'm here with the fabulous Michael Fox.
Very nice.
See?
I love that. I love that. So today, we all have experiences in life, and we get these great stories that we kind of a lot of times hold inside and don't share with others. Hey, Amy, welcome. So we have these stories inside of us, and they're beautiful stories. And so what we wanted to do first was share a few stories that kind of touched our lives and hopefully will touch yours as well. So I want to talk about one in particular. I had a seminar that I was at, and there was about 200 people in the room. And on the stage was the facilitator. And everyone had a candle with them, but they weren't lit. And the facilitator turns out all the lights in the room, so it's pitch black. So we're all standing there in the room, it's black, and we can't see a thing. And then the facilitator starts and lights the candle and says, I want you to look at this. This little light brings some light into the room. And then he says, we have a choice. We can take this light and we can turn around and hide it and protect it and save it and keep it to ourselves. Or we can extend it to someone else and share our light with someone else. And so the facilitator goes out into the audience and hands or takes his candle and lights the person out there, one person's candle. And then that person lights another person's candle. And before you know it, the entire room was lit up. So we went from complete darkness to light. And it was incredible. And that all came from just sharing one light of the candle, sharing the light within to someone else. And then that someone else shared it to another person, and the whole room was lit up. So to me, that was such a great analogy for life, which is we have all this kindness and compassion and love inside of us. And all we have to do is just share it to that one person, and then to that next person. And just keep sharing your love and light with others. Because when you do that, it affects the world in a way that you probably will never see. In that room that day when they did that candle lighting ceremony, we were able to see it clearly. But that happens in life. As you take your light and extend it to someone else, it brightens the room, it brightens the world, and makes it a better place. So my suggestion to you is, all that love, all that kindness, everything that you have inside that you're sometimes afraid to share with others, just take and extend the light to one person at a time, and you will make a huge difference in this world.
Wow, that was a great story.
Yeah. So now I'm going to turn it over to you, and you can tell your story.
So my story is more of what happened in my health and spiritual journey. This journey happened about, I want to say, 5 years ago. I think it was 5 years ago. And actually the one who started this is my youngest, who is actually, I think is in her third year of college. my memory. Somewhere. So she, was getting into meditation and yoga and said to me she would love to go to an ashram and let's go on a weekend retreat to do yoga. So I did. I was a beginner yogi. Really beginner. So we went there and I didn't really do my research, my due diligence, because I didn't realize that the center, they were vegan, which meant that there was no coffee. And for those of you who know me, back then I was a nurse and I worked night shifts, so I was addicted to coffee. So we were at this center and it was so peaceful and quiet up in the Catskill Mountains in the middle of nowhere. And now the requirements for this retreat were 2 hours of yoga in the morning. Before you were allowed to eat breakfast. I was starving. And then you had a little break, and then there was 2 hours of yoga before dinner. There was a lot of yoga. So in between, I was also hungry for snacks. There was nothing. No caffeine was allowed. And then we did a lot of meditation. So there was a lot of going into self. So that weekend, I just learned so much about myself and just going into a quiet place and discovering who I really was. And after that experience, it was an incredible weekend bonding with my youngest, who is for her age, she's already so enlightened at such a young age. She's only 20. She'll be 21 next month. But she was the one who started me on my journey to meditation and to health and wellness. That right after I left this retreat, I decided right there and then I was going to become a vegetarian. Mind you, I had the worst migraine from not having coffee all weekend, because little did I know that vegans, the monks there don't drink coffee But that was the most amazing experience I've ever had, where still to this day, I still follow the same philosophies. And it was just such an amazing spiritual experience to actually do with her. It's something both of us have never forgotten.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I want to tell you hey, Deborah, hey, Karis, good to see everyone. We're getting bigger and bigger crowds, and it's great. And we really love that because we want to just share the light with all of you. So I want to tell you, I know we're kind of going a little over today, but I just want to tell you one last story because this story had a profound impact in my life. So I was at another seminar, and there was a man who stood up in the seminar, and he got the microphone and he's sharing in front of the whole group. And the man was very toxic. He came across as toxic, judgmental. He was saying negative things, and he was complaining about lots of things. And you could feel the whole room getting negative. And so a little bit later during the seminar, an amazing thing happened. The facilitator said, I want you now to stand up and walk to the person you feel needs the most love in this room. The most love. The entire room, it was 200 people, surrounded this one man.
Wow.
And all we did was give him love. So we just sat there and looked at him and smiled and gave him love. This man was, if you think about someone in your life who's really tough and hard and you feel like they're just not a loving person, that was this guy. And we sat there and we smiled at him and we just gave him love. And the guy broke down and started crying. I never experienced anything like it. And he got back on the microphone and he explained that he's never in his life experienced so much love at one time. So our love that we have inside of us, sometimes we say maybe we shouldn't share it with other people. Maybe, what would that person think if we did that? That experience of seeing this man who you would think would never want anything to do with love, he broke down and started crying and said how much he loved the love. And the rest of the seminar, this man was like a changed man. He got up and shared a number of times, and it literally changed his life. So our love has the power to change people's lives. And that's what this group is about. It's about changing other people's lives. So what I say to you is, listen, you have a story inside of you right now. You have something that's important that you need to share with other people. This is a very safe place to do that. Comment below and take a video of yourself and tell your story and share it with the group. You might think, well, I don't know. I don't want to do that. I'm a little nervous. This is a loving and supportive place. Do it. Share that story with others. And this is a great place to start. Good morning, the Queen and Dina and everyone else. There's a lot of people on. So that's it. We hope these stories kind of helped inspire you a little bit.
Also today is Kindness Wednesday.
And it is I did not know that.
Well, we used to, Wealth Wednesday or hashtag Kindness Wednesday. So we tend to try to do some act of kindness on Wednesdays.
Right. So maybe this is your time to do an act of kindness. Share your story, whatever has inspired you in life. share it with the group. Take a video of yourself and post it. I know it sounds like, oh my God, I don't want to do that. All these people are going to see me. What are they going to think of me? This is a loving and supportive place. All we do is have kindness. In fact, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So we love you. We thank you for being here. Share this community with other people that you think need it, because we want to get as many people in here that can experience love as possible. So thank you for being with us. We will see you tomorrow
7:35.
at 7:35. We love you all and we thank you.
Have a great one.
Take care.